Hi everyone, Michael Phoenix here. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on Phoenix Dreams. By the way, in case you're curious, no, I did not adopt the name from the title from my last name, or the song, or anything like that. Believe it or not, I can write stories, I can write lyrics. The titles can sometimes be a real bitch to come up with. I'm sorry. And Phoenix Dreams was one that I continuously tossed around titles and finally settled on this one. But the song is about rising from the ashes of one life and starting another. And like I say in the Twitter promos, it's this trilogy, which Phoenix Dreams is actually the third one in the trilogy. Don't ask, that's for another video. But it's between 2007, 2010, essentially, I had not one but two lives, two different lives in two different lifetimes come to an end. And essentially, what happened between 2007, 2010, essentially completely and totally and absolutely destroyed the person that I was. And between 2010 and now, I'd say roughly 2012, when in those 2 years, it continued on to 2018. In some aspects, I literally rose from the ashes of one life and started a new one as a new and completely different person. People here in Lehigh Valley grew up with, expected to see the person they were growing up with, and that person's dead and buried, just the way it is. Everything I'm doing now, I wouldn't have tried, even thought of trying before, back in those two lives, and those, who I was back then. And I know it sounded, I didn't want this to sound extremely egotistical, narcissistic, or anything like that, which is why I switched the main character to a female. Now, there's another reason why the main character is a female, is because in some aspects it's also going to tie into the series of books, which I'm going to eventually finish the first one on. So everything I do is is tying into into each other. But Phoenix Dreams, even though I was born in the autumn, in Phoenix Dreams, from the ashes of an unknown grave, a phoenix was born on a winter's day. Because you think of winter as a time of death, nature's taking a break. We hibernate, if you're in a cold climate, you hibernate, etc. And here in the Northeast, we do. It's dark, the nights are real long, etc. So you really don't think of winter as a time of rebirth or a time of rising and starting a new life. You think that, that's in spring, even in the summer. So I wanted to really, I don't like to do the traditional way. I like to kind of add something new and different to different aspects of life. And that's why I chose, why it's winter. But another thing is, I don't want to tell you too much about, what I was thinking when I wrote the song, because I want you to, the whole point of Like a Dream in the Night, my first book, and the music and the lyrics I write are to take, with the exception of maybe one of them, in the trilogy, is I want you to have your own interpretation of it. I don't want to give away too much, like, okay, this is the way, this is what I was thinking, this is the way it is, absolute written in stone, etc. I want you to listen to the song, read the lyrics, and think, okay, yeah, I know somebody who's done that, or I've been through that part, so I can really relate to it. And that's what and that's what I hope to do with Phoenix Dreams. I believe that almost every person at some point or another, in some aspect or another, has risen from the ashes of one life or a part of their life and started over, started new, and started fresh. So I really, when it's released, I really hope you enjoy Phoenix Dreams, and please, every dollar for this counts. This is, becoming a singer-songwriter is something I've wanted to do. I wouldn't exactly say songwriter part, but doing music is something I wanted to do. I'm 47 now, since I was 14, for 33 years. Haven't let go of the dream yet. And to quote a line out of my first book, A Dream in the Night, it's just like my first book. It's not about the money, power, or glory. It's about the dream. And the other part of the dream is to make a difference in people's lives, and hopefully your life. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this little more of a description about the song.